welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video today, I wanted to share with you guys some products that I'm going to be decluttering and why. So I've been going through my collection, as you know. I've been doing a ton of hauls, and I figured I would pull products that I just no longer reach for, don't feel like it works for me, that I've tried and all of that, and I'm going to give it away and pass it on. Most of these products have been used, so I will pass them to my friends and family that don't mind having these products. So let's just go ahead and get started because it's quite a bit and I don't want to spend too much time on everything. So I'll quickly just share with you guys. I am getting rid of it. Thank you so much if you are new to my channel. My name is Dede. Welcome to my channel. Hope you stick around and enjoy watching, and if you are not new, welcome back. Thank you so much for spending time with me again today. So the first thing is this Physicians Formula Mermousse Butter Bronzer Face Palette. The highlighter has cracked, but I'm trying to press it in. It has like a weird texture and consistency. And then there is the blush and the bronzer. Look how beautiful that is. It is a beautiful palette. The reason I'm getting rid of it is because I looked in my collection and I noticed that I already have a butter blush and a butter bronzer individual. It isn't the same blush, but it is the same bronzer. I have more of a mauve tone. That is what the blush looks like. It's beautiful, but I thought I would give this away because I already have individuals in my collection and I don't find that I reach for it very often. So that is that. The next item is the e.l.f. lip liner, and I don't remember the shade, but it is a very beautiful lip liner. It is very nice and creamy. The only reason that I'm getting rid of it, it is a product I found at the Dollar Tree. That is what it looks like. The only reason I'm getting rid of it is because I have too many of lip liners at the moment and too many in that shade range. So yeah, that is that. And this is one of my favorite brow pencils I've talked to you guys about, the Insta Lift Brow Pencil from e.l.f. And I found this at the Dollar Tree as well. I just got it in the wrong shade, so that is why I'm getting rid of it. This is in the shade Auburn, which is not my shade. And when I put it on my brows, it was just really, really red. And it's still pretty new. I did try it, I think, once or twice right there. And I do have a friend that is more on the auburn side of hair, so I thought that she could enjoy this. I do love it. It's just not the right match. This is a eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Light Liner in Shiny Bronze. This is a beautiful liner. I just don't feel like it shows up on me like in my waterline and stuff. So therefore it's very, very faint. You can barely see it. So therefore I'm going to pass it on to someone who could get use out of it. That's probably a little darker than me, so that it would show up. Is the a Tarte Lash eyelash curler. The reason I'm getting rid of it is because I already have one, and this one has like these really pretty jewels on them and stuff. It is a beautiful lash curler. I love it, but I don't need this many in my collection. So yeah, I'm going to pass this one because the other one is my absolute favorite of theirs, and I've had it forever. So that is that one. Got beauty sponges. These were just like the ones you get at Target in a pack. They're still brand new. And then I have this one from EcoTools. It's just a weird shape, so I don't find myself reaching for it very often. So I'm going to pass that to someone who could use that. And here's another one. They're just odd shapes. They're super soft, super nice, but they're just not ones I reach for because they're really unique. I don't know why they did these shapes, but I'm sure my friend will get use out of them. And then there's this one. This one I'm probably going to be trashing. This was one that I got from the Dollar Tree, I believe. Maybe not the Dollar, maybe it is a Dollar Tree. I can't recall, but it's this shape. It's not super squishy. It's kind of hard. And when I went in to wet it and initially use it, I didn't find that it even did a whole lot. Like it didn't do what I wanted it to do, and it kind of soaked up a lot of the product. So actually I'm going to be tossing this one now that I remember. This is just a little sponge holder. I'm going to give that to my friend with these sponges because I don't need it. You have these little ones from Shop Miss A that I love, and I don't find myself using that one, so I'm going to pass that on. This is a blush I got in Ipsy, and this is from Tarte. This is in the color Kisses. I absolutely love it. I love their blushes. You guys know I have them in my collection, and I do love the formula. I do, and it's very, very pigmented. Right there. The only reason I'm passing it is because I have other Tarte blushes in my collection, and I just feel like this is unnecessary to have because it is so small. I don't find that I reach for it very often. This is the Becca Skin Love Brightening and Blur Primer with Infused Glow Nectar. And this was nice. The reason I'm passing it though is I didn't find like it did well on my skin. It's more of like a silicone base, so I feel like it kind of dried out my skin. So yeah, I'm going to pass that on. This is from Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Pineapple Paradise Strobing Bronzer and Pineapple Sun. I got this in when I worked at Ulta in a little set. This is what it looks like. It's just a bronzer and highlighter. I'm passing this because I don't think it suits my skin tone well. The highlighter is a little dark, and so is the bronzer. So I have a friend that's a little darker than me. She's more on the medium skin tone, and she'll probably blend them together. I love the packaging. I wanted to keep it for that reason, but I'm not going to. But I think that she would love that blending them together in the summertime to give her an overall glow to her skin. This is the Milani Blush in Luminoso. And honestly, this is one of the oldest blushes in my collection. It's such a beautiful blush. It's so pretty. It's so pigmented. It's just really pretty on the cheeks. In all honesty, I'm getting rid of it because I'm just over it. This is like, it looks like that. Look how beautiful it is. It's absolutely beautiful, but I've had it so long in my collection, and I've tried panning and panning and panning it, and it just does not want to go away and go anywhere. And because of that, I'm just over using it. I'm kind of sick of it, to be honest. So I'm going to give that to a friend that would enjoy it because there's still plenty of product in it. This is a highlighter from Beauty Benefits, Glow with the Flow from Dollar Tree. It is a very beautiful, subtle highlight. It's very buttery, feels nice, and see it right there. It's very, very beautiful, but I do have a lot of it in my collection, and I did want to test that out for you guys, which I think is well worth the $1 that you pay for, but I just don't need it in my collection. I just have too much stuff at the moment. Okay, this is the Model's Own Chrome eyeshadow, and these are like that wet formula. So I have this one, and then I have this one here. This is in the color Copper Luster, and this is Golden Lights. So one is more bronzy, one is more on the champagne side. They're absolutely beautiful. They go on the eyes very nicely. I just don't find that I'm reaching for them very often, and they feel so good. They're so creamy. What they look like, I don't know, that I did the swatches, very weird, but they're absolutely beautiful. See right there on my hand. See how beautiful? I know it's a weird angle. Super beautiful. They go on so nicely. It's just that I don't find that I'm reaching for them, and I don't want them to go to waste and just get old. So therefore, I'm going to pass them on to someone who I think would enjoy them and use them. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, but just not reaching for them. I have this Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This is in the color Light. It looks like that. And although it is in the color Light, it's a little bit too dark for my skin. And because I have so much foundations, I figured there's no sense in keeping it, even though I can mix it with other ones. But I have a friend that, like I said, is a little darker than me. I think she would truly enjoy that. The Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. This is in Ivory. And normally Ivory is my shade. On camera it is coming off a little lighter, but it's more on the warmer side. It has more of like a peachy tone to it, which I am definitely not. And when I went to put it on my skin, it was so off. So I'm going to be passing that on. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer in 001. I won this in a giveaway sometime back from Amethyst Winters, who's also known as Jennifer Miller. And I have tried this and tried this. It just doesn't work with my skin. Unfortunately, I kept trying to keep it and make it work, but I don't want the product to go to waste. So therefore, I'm going to pass it on to someone that I think it can work for. Is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I shared that with you guys before, and I told you that it wasn't my favorite. I just feel like it doesn't work on my skin. It's supposed to be more dewy, but I feel like the original is much better on my skin. I feel like this just gives me like a luminosity, but it doesn't really give the hydration feel that I'm looking for, so I'm passing that. This is a Maybelline Metallic Highlighter in Rose Gold. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's just a little bit too deep for my skin tone. It's gorgeous, though, I have to say, but I have something similar to this in my collection from Lancome that I had bought for myself some time back, and it was very pricey, so I figured because they're so close in color, I'll just keep that one and pass this one. Is the Pure Cosmetics bronzing powder in Mineral Glow. I got this in a mystery box I got from them, and this is just so deep for me. I don't know what I was thinking trying to use it. It's just way too dark for me. It looks very muddy and all that on my skin, so I will be passing that on, unfortunately. But the formula is really nice. This is the Pacifica Wild Hemp eyeshadow palette, and this palette is not bad at all. The shades are beautiful. I got this in an Ipsy add-on or something like that. The shades are very, very pretty. They are really pigmented. However, I just don't find that I've had this for some time. I don't find that I reach for it very often. And I just have a lot of the similar shades in my collection. So yeah, I just thought I would pass that on. This is the Crescent Moon palette for color eyeshadow. I got this in a Lashy box or something like that when I was subscribed to Lashy box. That is what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I keep telling myself I should keep it, but you guys, I've had this in my collection now for maybe almost 2 years, and I have never ever pulled it to use it. And so it's like, at that point, it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, pass it on, give it to someone who would actually use it, because you're not using it. So it's absolutely beautiful. I have swatched it, that's about it, but gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I'm just not using it, and so for that reason, I'm passing it on. This is the Ofra Banana Powder. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it just does not work for my skin. It's too drying. I look yellow and just sickly. So yeah, I used it maybe 2 times, maybe 3, but unfortunately I need to pass it on. It doesn't work for me. This is the Makeup Obsessions eyeshadow palette in Belle Jordan, I believe is the name. It's an absolutely beautiful palette. I love it. The shades are beautiful. They're pigmented. They're really nice. The reason that I'm getting rid of this is because I just have too much similar in my collection, and I don't even know why I got this, to be honest. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the shades. They're very pigmented, very buttery. It's just that I have too many of this style in my collection. I may consider depotting it and putting it in one of my Z palettes I got from Los Angeles. Maybe I will find myself using it, but yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to consider keeping that, but I may not. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. This is in Classic Ivory. I really do like this a lot. I'm just passing it on because I had to declutter some of my foundations, so I kept the ones that I absolutely could not part with, and this was one that I was like, I enjoy it, I really do like it, it looks beautiful on my skin, but I don't necessarily love it as much as others, so that is why I'm passing it. It is still pretty full, so yeah. This is another one. This I got in the wrong shade. This is the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil Free Makeup. And I've had it for some time, got it on clearance. So this is in Natural Beige 09. It's a great foundation, but just the wrong shade. So I'm going to be passing that on. It's very deep for me. That happens to me sometimes. I do pick the wrong foundations and things like that. So this is the CoverGirl True Blend Concealer. This one is in, I don't know the shade of this one, but I know that it's too dark for me. And that is why I'm passing it. On camera it looks lighter, but trust me when I say in person, it's a little bit on the warmer side, and I'm more on the neutral side. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer that I purchased in Fair Rose. This is just so pale for me and a little dry, and you can see how white it is. I mean, it's pale as can be. I don't know why I thought that would work, and I try using it, but it just doesn't. It's just too light. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Glow Sheers. This is in Fair to Light. It's that it doesn't do a whole lot. It doesn't really cover no matter how much you put. It's more for those skin types that don't need a lot of coverage. They just want to put something on, but they don't have a lot of acne or blemishes or situations and things like that. So yeah, I'm passing that because of that. I have 4 nail polishes that I'm passing. Just because I had to go through my collection and try to get rid of some to kind of minimize my collection, not because I don't like the formula or the colors. This is the Kiss Gel Strong and Silence. Very pretty grayish nude. This is the Sally Hansen Mega Strength. This is in Rule the World. It's like a, I would say like a soft peach color. This is the Sally Hansen Sugar Coat in Red Velvet. It's more of like a fruit punch color. Very pretty. Just have too many. And then this is in Pitapat. It's like a gray from Kiss. Very pretty as well. This is LA Colors Pigment Powder. This is a beautiful pigment. I just don't find myself reaching for it, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm going to pass that on to someone who would use it. The Milani Retouch and Erase Lifting Concealer in Light. I do really enjoy this concealer. It is really nice. It's just a little drying for me, so I'm passing that. This is the Olimar Pero Primero Primer. You guys know I do not like this at all. I just think it's not very great. I don't get the formula. This is a Moda brush, eyeliner brush right there. It's very pretty, but I'm getting rid of it because the bristles are not dense enough for what I like to use it for, and it's just, I'm not pulling for it, so I'm going to pass that. This is a loose shimmer pigment from Ulta Beauty in the color Vivacious. It's a very beautiful pigment, just don't reach for it, so there's no sense in keeping it. Okay, all the rest are lip products. So this is a BH Cosmetics lip liner and petal. This one I put in here because it's just a little too light for my liking. That's what it looks like. These are great lip liners. I definitely recommend them to you guys. This is the Profusion lip liner in Bare. I love this as well, but I just have too many like it in my collection. It is very creamy. Very pretty. You could see it right there, the two. It feels really nice, but definitely have way too many in my collection. Someone else can get better use out of that. This is a Model's Own liquid lipstick in the color Raspberry Mojito. I absolutely love this, but I have to declutter it. It's going in the trash because it's just got very clumpy and dry. And when I put it on my lips, I literally feel like just a big chunk of something's on there. When I do it on my hand, it comes great, but on my lips, it's just, the formula's gotten old. I've had it since I worked at Ulta. It's right there. For this product, you have to keep on applying it just to get the true color. So that is why I'm passing that. This is the Bare Minerals Flirt Gloss. And I absolutely love this formula. I'm just passing it because it's just a little bit too rich for my liking as far as with glosses. It's a little dark, a bit too deep for a gloss for what I like. This is the Beauty Involved Liquid Lipstick. This was from Ross in a set in 04. I absolutely love this brand and this formula. I would definitely repurchase more of these. They dry down so nicely. They're not drying on the lips. They feel so good. They last so long. I don't know if you guys can see it the way I did the swatch right there. It's absolutely beautiful, but I just have too many in my collection, and that's a little bit more on the lighter side, which doesn't work well with my skin tone. So that is why I'm passing that. This is the Beauty Benefits So Lit Lip Gloss. Passing this just because I really do enjoy it. The formula is really nice as well. You do have to kind of keep adding in order to get like enough on your lips. So that's one of the reasons I'm passing it. It's not super opaque, but it does feel nice on the lips. And for $1, definitely cannot beat it. So yeah, that is what that one looks like right there. Very pretty. And they're still fairly new. I haven't really used them. And then this is the LA Colors Velvet Lip Mousse. This is such a beautiful formula. I absolutely love this. I'm just passing it because I have other shades like it in my collection. But it is very nice, very comfortable, very pretty. So yeah, that is what that one looks like. I apologize. I'm not showing you guys. Okay, two more. This is the Makeup Forever Liquid Matte Lip in 109. I'm passing this for two reasons. The shade is just a little bit too dark for me. And the other reason is it's a little drying for my lips. I find that when I have this on, it does kind of crack my lips. So that is why I'm getting rid of it right there. It doesn't look as deep on camera, but in person it is very deep. It's like a dark mauve toned shade. You can see it right there. Yeah. And then the last one is this Mega Last Liquid Catsuit from Wet n Wild Chick Gone Real. It's absolutely beautiful. The packaging is beautiful as well, but I'm getting rid of it just because I have too many like this in my collection, and I don't find that I reach for it very often. You know, you have your favorites, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous one. It's supposed to be like a liquid lipstick and a gloss in one, which I really don't get, but that's it right there on the top. So it's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I had to part with some of this stuff because I had to tell myself, well, although it's great and I may love it, I have too much of it in my collection, so I need to part with some of it and give it to others that would get better use out of it than I would, since I'm not reaching for it. So that is everything that I'm going to be decluttering at this moment. I know that I'm going to be going through my eyeshadows again because I have recently got some new palettes. This is going to complete this video for today. Thank you guys so much for taking time to watch and hang out with me. Definitely let me know down below if you've tried any of these products, if you did enjoy them or not. And if you did enjoy this video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, of course, I would always love for you to subscribe if you like to, and if not, no worries. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. So this is going to complete this video for today, but I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.